That sounds pretty good now, doesn't it? Yeah, you gotta love these cars. Anyway, guys, I got another install today. I have a setup from a company called P3 Gauges. If you are watching this video, you've probably seen it before. It's a nice little gauge that takes up part of the vent that's on the driver's side closest to your door. And what it does is, on this little LED readout, it gives you a bunch of info like water temp, boost pressure if you got a supercharger, which may be coming shortly for this car. That'd be pretty cool. So it also will read the codes of the car straight out to you, which is pretty cool without having to plug in the OBD and pull up Pro Tools or Carly or something along those lines. So this is what it comes with. My kit came with the boost pressure, which again, I don't have a supercharger at the moment, but maybe in the future, why not? I ordered this extra adapter. You can either hardwire it. Comes with a hardwire harness, which I'm not going to do. What I'm going to do is use this multiple tap for the OBD. So one will plug into the main, and then you'll have two running off. So that way, if I have to plug in my OBD reader for Beamer Pro Tools, so I can read or code something, I can do that, or plug in a laptop. And the other one will plug into the actual unit itself. And then that way, you don't have to hardwire anything and mess with the factory wiring. So let's get up in the car and show you how to install. All right, guys. So first thing, we need to remove this vent and this trim piece that are all one piece. Pry tool is a good tool to use here. Flathead, anything really, but you want to make sure not to damage your dash or your trim. You just go back behind here, you pry it. There's a clip here. There's another kind of push clip over here. It will be hard to get out if you've never taken it out before, but it won't break. Just be careful with it. You pull it straight out, and as you can see, one here, and that's what they look like, these two silver bits on the back right here. You can put that to the side, and then we have to come over here, remove this access panel, same type of thing. You can see there's clips right there, and then you just pull that back and out behind the weather seal. It's easier if you remove this whole seal right here, as you can see, because we're going to be working behind it anyway. Pull that out. There's that. Put that to the side. And then we're going to come down here and remove this part where is the cover for the OBD and then the little trunk switch. So let's get into how to remove that piece. All right, guys. So the next thing we're going to do is remove this piece right here. To remove this trim piece, first of all, you have this handle right here, which is obviously for your hood. There's going to be one screw, which I already removed for the sake of the video. When you get behind there, you could see another screw holding this on. Kind of redundant on BMW's part, which I'm surprised, because that's usually not the case when it comes to these interior bits. They usually like to rattle themselves loose, especially in the older cars. But they managed that here. So we remove that screw. Then you're going to want to come here, pull up on this side trim right here. Be careful, it's clips, but it is old brittle plastic like on most old BMWs, so you don't want to snap it. Then we come back here, and this is all just clips. Again, very simple, it's all the same. And we're going to lift up and out of the way. And now that we're out of the way, what we're going to do is just unplug the connection for the trunk, and then we're going to move in so we can go ahead and wire everything through here and get the new one. Guys, so I have everything set up over here to install it into the actual trim in the vent. You have to remove the trim itself, real easy. There's just a bunch of clips all the way around your trim that pop in. You can see here, another one there, another one right there, and then a couple on the top. That's all it is. You take a nice little plastic trim tool like we had before, or you take a nice little tiny flatted screwdriver and prim and go all the way around. Next, it's as simple as doing the same thing on the install. Make sure it's the right way around. Then you just put it up into place, line everything up, and push down and in. So let me do this, and then I will show you guys the... So here is the finished product. Pushed into the vent, everything works, and we're good to go. As you guys can see, I actually installed new trim while I have the chance. I'm filming a separate video in this video as well. That's some new Alcantara trim that I just got in. That's gonna make the interior just that much nicer. So on the wiring side of things, there's a couple different ways to do things. First of all, you have this side. This side of it goes to the control box right here, plugs straight into there. Then that one part right here goes to your OBD, and then you could plug the OBD straight into yours. But as I said, I got this splitter, so that way I can read codes with my Beamer Tools Pro reader, or just have it plugged into there. So either way, I have, you know, an open connection, so I'm not always taking in and out of the main OBD2. So there's a couple other ones here where you can put signals to other gauges. This is for your boost if you're supercharged. And then there's a dimmer as well that you can install, so that way it dims with the OEM lighting. So let's jump into the car and get this thing wired up. All right, guys, so now that we're back in the car, what we're gonna do is we have the vent over here. We have the box over here as well. Get that plugged in. Make sure all your wiring is free. And then we are going to take the OBD part and we're going to stick it down through here. And pretty much you're going to fish it down all the way through here until it comes out the bottom right there. So I'm going to fish it on through there. It's real nice and easy. There's just a hole back here, comes out down there, and then we're going to plug it in. So I have the vent pushed into place, and as you can see, all nice and good. On the side over here, you can see the control box has tons of room to fit back there. You can put it practically wherever you want, and then the OBD plug down there. So next step is, let's turn the car on and boot this thing up. Car running. And there we go. That's it. That one right there looks like water temp more than likely. And then you could scroll through here. Oh, there's coolant temp actually right here. Coolant temp, speed, battery voltage, EGT, IET, tons and tons of settings. Throttle, AFR, 0 to 60, boost. And there's a way to go through here, read your codes, and do all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, it's that simple. It's definitely a nice touch. Definitely looks OEM plus with the gauge itself and the orange. So if you guys liked the video, feel free to like and subscribe for more. If you have any questions, put them down below. I'll put the link for the P3 gauge in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.